This is a major incident. It was attempted murder by administration of a nerve agent.
You're here because of your tete-a-tete with that Cuban boy.
Need you to pack your stuff, Liz.
Why is it always...
I haven't got time to argue with you. Just pack your stuff.
In a world where every secret carries a cost, Legacy of Lies unravels the fragile line between trust and betrayal. The story lures the audience into a labyrinth of hidden motives and shadowed intentions, where a single revelation can alter the course of countless lives. The tension is palpable from the very first moment, an invisible thread that connects every character, every action, and every whispered conversation. The air feels thick with anticipation, and every glance is loaded with unspoken understanding. The central figure moves through this dangerous terrain with a blend of determination and caution. Each step is deliberate, every decision weighed against a backdrop of past mistakes and hidden agendas. The way the story unfolds ensures that viewers are never fully at ease, the sense of looming danger never far from consciousness. There's an artistry in the pacing, a rhythm that mirrors the protagonist's careful navigation of a world that is as beautiful as it is treacherous. Every setting is meticulously constructed to reflect the emotional tone of the narrative. From dimly lit corridors that hint at clandestine dealings to sprawling urban landscapes that echo the protagonist's isolation, the environments themselves seem to breathe with life. They are not merely backdrops, but active participants in the story, shaping perception and guiding the audience's attention. Cinematic framing and lighting draw the eye to subtle details that often hold the key to the next twist, ensuring that every scene is charged with meaning beyond the obvious. Conflict in Legacy of Lies is layered and intricate. It is not merely a battle of physical prowess, but a war of wits, a chess game played on a board where the rules are constantly shifting. Loyalties are fragile, alliances fleeting, and the consequences of each choice reverberate with devastating clarity. As secrets are revealed, the stakes escalate, and the audience is drawn deeper into a web of suspense. Every interaction becomes a test, a challenge to discern truth from deception, forcing both characters and viewers to confront uncomfortable realities. The narrative explores the weight of past actions and the inescapable nature of consequence. Characters are shaped by history, by decisions made long before the present moment, and by regrets that linger in the shadows. The story examines how these echoes of the past inform current behavior, influencing trust, fear, and desire. Each revelation is both a liberation and a burden, shedding light on hidden truths while simultaneously exposing vulnerabilities. It is this delicate balance that creates a sense of realism and depth, giving every choice emotional resonance. Tension in the story is maintained through a careful blend of suspense and character-driven drama. Moments of quiet introspection are punctuated by sudden bursts of action, keeping the audience perpetually on edge. The interplay between stillness and motion mirrors the protagonist's internal struggle, allowing viewers to experience the narrative from an intimate perspective. The emotional stakes are heightened by a sense of inevitability, and understanding that while outcomes may surprise, the consequences of human flaws are unavoidable. The pacing is deliberate, yet dynamic. Scenes are structured to gradually build anticipation, layering revelations and character insights in a way that feels organic rather than forced. Dialogue is precise, often loaded with subtext, and capable of revealing entire character arcs in a single exchange. Visual storytelling complements the verbal, using framing, color, and composition to communicate mood and intention. Together, these elements create a cohesive experience that is immersive and emotionally compelling. Character development is at the heart of Legacy of Lies. The protagonist's journey is not simply about uncovering secrets, but about confronting personal limitations, fears, and moral ambiguities. Allies and adversaries alike are crafted with nuance, each possessing motivations and vulnerabilities that render them more than mere obstacles or conveniences. The interplay between characters generates tension, empathy, and intrigue, ensuring that every encounter has significance beyond surface-level conflict. Moral complexity permeates the story. Decisions are rarely clear-cut, and actions that seem justified may carry unforeseen consequences. The narrative challenges viewers to consider their own assumptions about right and wrong, loyalty and betrayal. Each character is a reflection of these themes, navigating a world where choices are fraught with peril and consequences are both immediate and long-lasting. The exploration of ethics and human nature deepens the story, offering layers of reflection beneath the surface-level suspense. Visual storytelling is enhanced by a keen attention to detail. Subtle visual cues, from the positioning of objects to the interplay of shadows and light, enrich the narrative, providing insight into characters' emotions and intentions. Cinematic techniques such as framing, lens selection, and movement reinforce tension and highlight critical moments without drawing overt attention to themselves. The world feels lived in, immersive, and tangible, inviting viewers to become active participants in piecing together the unfolding story. The emotional resonance of the narrative is intensified by its focus on relationships and human connection. Trust, love, loyalty, and betrayal are explored not as abstract concepts, but as lived experiences, shaping choices and driving plot developments. The bonds between characters are constantly tested, revealing strength, fragility, and the enduring impact of shared history. These dynamics create stakes that are both personal and universal, allowing the audience to engage deeply with the story on an emotional level. Suspense is sustained through unpredictability. Twists are not merely for shock value, but are grounded in character motivations and narrative logic. Each revelation reshapes understanding, challenging assumptions, and prompting reevaluation of past events. The tension is cumulative, with each scene building upon the last, creating a sense of narrative momentum that propels the audience forward while maintaining uncertainty about outcomes. The story also examines the psychological toll of secrets and deception. Characters grapple with internal conflicts, haunted by decisions that cannot be undone and truths that must be faced. The narrative highlights the fragility of perception, showing how fear, doubt, and mistrust can distort reality and influence behavior. This psychological depth adds richness to the suspense, making the consequences of choices feel both immediate and profound. Action sequences are executed with precision and purpose, emphasizing strategy over spectacle. Physical confrontations are integrated seamlessly into the narrative, reinforcing character traits and advancing the story, rather than serving as isolated set pieces. Each movement is deliberate, each encounter carrying narrative weight, and each resolution contributing to the overall tension and momentum. Sound design and music subtly enhance the atmosphere, supporting emotional beats and heightening suspense without overwhelming the story. Auditory cues, from the faintest rustle to dramatic crescendos, work in tandem with visual storytelling to immerse the audience fully. The oral landscape mirrors the protagonist's emotional journey, reinforcing mood and intensifying key moments. Themes of identity, loyalty, and redemption are explored throughout. Characters are forced to confront who they are, what they value, and what they are willing to sacrifice. These themes resonate on both personal and narrative levels, providing depth and relevance beyond the immediate plot. The tension between past and present, action and consequence, underscores the story's exploration of human resilience and moral ambiguity. The cinematic structure encourages engagement and reflection. The audience is not simply a passive observer, but an active participant, piecing together information, interpreting character motivations, and anticipating outcomes. This interactivity enhances immersion, making the viewing experience both intellectually stimulating and emotionally gripping. Legacy of Lies ultimately delivers a narrative that is as thrilling as it is thought-provoking. Its careful balance of suspense, character development, and thematic exploration ensures that viewers are invested from beginning to end. The world is richly imagined, the characters compelling, and the tension ever-present. Each moment carries weight. Every choice has consequence, and every revelation adds depth, creating a story that lingers long after the screen fades to black. At its core, the film is an exploration of human complexity. It interrogates the boundaries between truth and deception, courage and fear, love and betrayal. It presents a world where the line between hero and villain is blurred, and where morality is a spectrum rather than a binary. This nuanced portrayal makes the narrative resonate deeply, leaving audiences questioning not only the story but their own perspectives on trust, loyalty, and consequence. The cinematic language employed throughout reinforces the narrative's psychological and emotional impact. Visual metaphors, framing, and pacing all serve to heighten engagement, providing layers of meaning that reward attentive viewing. Every choice, from camera angle to lighting, contributes to the immersive experience, ensuring that suspense and emotion are consistently amplified. In conclusion, Legacy of Lies is a masterclass in storytelling that combines suspense, character depth, and thematic resonance. It challenges viewers to navigate a world of uncertainty, to question appearances, and to confront the moral and emotional ramifications of human behavior. The result is a compelling, intense, and unforgettable experience that engages the mind, stirs the heart, and leaves a lasting impression.